Pag babae ka kasi masyado kang nade-judge, masyado kang prone doon. Ay kasi malandi siya or something easy to get siya, ganyan.
They did not know until after a year. Kung hindi pa ako ma-hospital, hindi pa nila malalaman. Bakit ako? Ganyan. Deserve ko ba? Mga ganyang chika. You're more than just your status. And love goes beyond that. Truly, I was in a very dark place when I found out about it. It made me not seek treatment right away because at the time I believed it was what I deserved and this is going to be the end of me, ganyan, ganyan. I do acknowledge why people choose not to seek treatment. I've been there. It's really, really hard. But we have to realize that there is so much more than being just a person living with HIV. It's just a part of your life. It's not your whole life. So you can do so much more about your life. So go live it.
Truly, yes. Kasi that time nalalaman ko na positive ako. Wala akong knowledge about HIV. Akala mo ko noon pag may HIV ka, mamamatay ka na. 'Di ba? May sa mga habay, mga counselor. Kasi pag newly diagnosed ka, hindi yan mag-exist agad sa utak yung mga sinasabi nila. Nung nakikita ko na yung anak ko, sabi ko, wake up, may anak ka pala. Kailangan mo palang pagpatuloy sa buhay kasi may maliit kang umaasa sa iyo eh. So doon ako nag-research. Actually, ano na lang yan pagka after mo, pag-uwi mo or after a few days, pagka ready ka nang tumanggap ng alam mo yon ng learnings. So after noon yon research tapos okay, meron naman palang sinasabi nila na undetectable means untransmissible. So umasa ako doon. Mother kasi ako. That time, nagkakalabuan din kami ng tatay ng anak ko. Hindi mo maagad may isip or that time hindi ko agad may isip na mag-search ako about dito sa HIV na to. Parang lutang ka lang, parang ganon, parang kang nananaginip na tulog ka, na parang wala ka sa wisyo. So, siguro na-realize ko na yun na mag-research ako about HIV.
Scary. Well, sometimes, nagsasabi ako kung ano yung HIV status ko. Especially kapag first diagnose. And lalo na kapag ako yung nakadiagnose sa kanila. Let's say, for example, meron akong client. And nagpa-screen siya. It turns out reactive yung status niya. So since ako yung kaharap niya as a counselor and an HIV case manager, nagsasabi ako sa kanila, especially kapag alam kong natutulala sila or naiiyak sila. Kasi alam ko yung pinagdaanan ng na-diagnose or na nag-reactive sa HIV. So doon, binibigyan ko sila ng onting angat or pampalubag loob na hindi siya nag-iisa. Meron siyang karamay. At yon, ginagawa ko yon kahit na sabihin natin, kasi minsan, pagdating sa disclosure, hindi natin agad-agad nabibigay or nasasabi kahit kanino. Kahit nasabihin pang tiwala tayo sa taong to, meron pa rin tayong hesitation na sabihin. But for me, sinasabi ko sa kanila, I am a safe space and I am your family. Kung gusto mong umiyak, nandito lang ako. Kung gusto mong ng kausap, nandito lang ako.
Truly, mas lalo nila akong minahal. Wiz, for me. Kasi that time yung partner ko, positive na talaga siya eh. So, tinanggap ko na, niyakap ko na positive talaga ako.
Truly. I mean, lagi ko tong sinasabi sa mga friends ko that I would not be here if it weren't for them. I think it's important that early on sa journey ng mga PLHIVs, when they get diagnosed, that they find their people, find their safe space. Kasi importante na it takes a toll on your mental health, and a strong support system can really get you through the journey. And it takes a village, no, to get here. And that's why I'm very thankful of all of the people who have been there for me since day one. Kung nandyan man sila ng day 35 na or day 50, it doesn't matter. They were there. And they got me through it. But again, they can only do and say so much. Ikaw pa rin at ikaw ang makakatulong sa sarili mo. So, help them help you.
Nung nilink to care ako ng isang organization, sabi nila sa akin, merong isang organization ng mga women. Kasi hindi namin ma-address yung mga tanong mo, so baka sila ma-address nila kasi women sila. Expansion ko, Nanay Elena Felix. Siya yung unang-una kong nakilala sa organization. Pinakilala niya sa akin ng Apway hanggang sa hindi siya nanawang or hindi siya napagod na kalabitin ako na laban ka lang, ganon. So, kaya thankful ako kay nanay at siya din yung nag-mentor sa akin sa advokasya. Yan. And then, until now, I'm a board of advisor of Upwipe.
Truly, before medyo tagilid ako pagdating dun sa HIV, nalaman ko kung ano yung informations regarding sa HIV. Doon nag-iba yung perspective ko. Minsan tinatanong ko yung sarili ko, bakit nga, anong purpose ng pagkakaroon ko nito? But luckily, meron akong mga nakilala sa loob ng facility or ng treatment hub, nurse. Siya yung nagbigay sa akin ng information or basic information regarding kay HIV. And hindi lang yon. Gusto niya, mag-volunteer ako. And after that, nag-volunteer ako. After that volunteer, binigyan nila ako ng chance or ng opportunity to undergo for training ng HIV, TB-HIV screening. So doon na ako nag-start. From volunteer hanggang ngayon, nasa loob pa rin ako ng HIV program.
Truly, it did. Parang it opened up so much more. Parang mas na-understand ko yung meaning of life. Kasi before, I was just taking it for granted.
Dati kasi gimikera ako. Gimikerang nagrebelde. Nagrebelde ako, hindi ko alam kung saan, hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin ko sa buhay. Hindi ko alam kung anong reason ko ba't nabubuhay ako. Basta go with the flow lang ako kasi masyado akong malaki na yung galit sa mundo that time.
But when I knew about my status, syempre it was hard at first. But you realize na meron akong purpose kung bakit siya nangyari sa akin.
Nung nagkaroon ako ng HIV, umattend ako sa mga seminars, self-empowerment. Habang napaprocess yung mga yon, doon ko naiisip yung halaga ko or reason ko ba't ako nabubuhay. Doon ko din naisip yung rason ni Lord kung bakit ako nagkaroon ng ganito. Pagka nakakapag-inspire ako ng mga katulad ko sa hospital, yung higpit ng yakap ng mga pasyente na to sa akin, na nakakakuha ng lakas ng loob na kapag-paspar, yun pala yung reason ko kung bakit. And I was so happy.
Hindi mo alam who's listening or who's reading your posts. Hindi mo alam na meron ka palang na-inspire. And if there's one person out there that I could inspire in seeking treatment or getting tested, then I fulfilled my purpose. I'd like to think na hindi nagbago yung pakikitungo nila sa akin. But I can sense that some people were more caring na ganyan kasi nga hindi ako nag-treatment right away. So I can feel their concern, no? But I think na-sense din nila na I don't need their pity. So they just let me be.
Nabago, yes. Pero mas gumanda yung pakikisama nila sa akin. Mas naramdaman ko yung mga tao or ibang family na may mga problems ako before is laging nandyan sa akin. Kung mas masasabi kong mas minahal nila ako.
Wala naman ako naging problema sa kanila when it comes to disclosing yung status. So, syempre, alam naman nila at sinabi ko na rin naman sa kanila kung ano yung mga bagay na dapat at hindi dapat nilang gawin pagdating sa confidentiality or sa status ng isang HIV positive. Like katulad ko. Meron lang siguro isang tao. And suddenly, malapit din siya sa akin, kamag-anak din actually. Parang sa kanya, hindi niya tanggap na meron akong ganito.
Fortunately not, but that's not the case for a lot of PLHIVs. My heart sinks whenever I hear or read about PLHIVs who are discriminated in their workplace, with their social circles, with their families.
Sabi ko sa sarili ko, hindi isang tao or kahit na sino magiging barrier para hindi ko matupad kung ano yung mga kailangan kong gawin or kung ano yung mga gusto kong gawin.
It angers me that ganong kalala yung stigma and discrimination. Kasi hindi naman HIV ang nakakapatay sa tao, yung stigma and discrimination. So, I think that's why we're out here fighting the good fight.
Siyempre kapag naunang na-diagnose ka, hindi mo alam kung ano yung gagawin mo. Matutulala ka, iiyak ka na lang. Hindi siya ganun kadali.
Sharing status, hindi siya madali eh. May isip mo dito, lalo na pagka, syempre, a mother, a sister. Masasabi ko, mas magiging responsible ka kung na-share mo yung status mo.
Oh, you know what? I wanted to go public with it right away. Before ko pa maisip na magpapa-treatment ako, gusto ko talagang to be public about it. Kasi yung statistics, it's not just mere numbers. These are real human beings. The numbers are getting higher and higher, no? But I'd like to think that that's because testing is now more accessible and people are now getting tested and getting treatment. So, ayun, sana with the rise of those numbers also is the rise of undetectable status. So, yun, laban lang tayo mga dear.
Siguro,
Being too late for people who need our help. Kasi marami tayong stories na naririnig that PLHIVs die because of complications, lack of support. So what I'm most afraid of is not being there in time when they need our help.
nabanggit ko naman sa inyo kanina na meron akong partner. Pero yung partner ko na yon, hindi pa talaga kami. Yung pinaka kinatatakutan ko as of this moment, yung kapag nalaman niya na yung status ko. If ever na makita niya, mapanood man niya, malaman niya, habang hindi ko pa sinasabi sa kanya, well, kung hindi niya kausapin on that day or kaya on the next day, at nalaman niya yung status ko, that's okay. I totally understand kung ano yung feeling ng ganun. Kasi nakikita ko na rin dun sa ibang mag-partner na both opposite ang status nila sa HIV. And yan, medyo masakit lang sa part nga, syempre, hindi naman tayo manhead, no? Hindi naman ako manhead, pero yun nga, kapag nalaman niya, syempre, sasabihin ko pa rin sa kanya personally. Now, it's his decision kung tatanggapin niya or hindi.
For me, I cope with being involved in the advocacy. I think dun ko na-realize na ito yung purpose ko. Now that I'm public about it, I get to share my story. I get to, tell it the way I wanted to tell it. And I hope that in that way, other people get inspired also to get tested and get treated. Even if they're not PLHIVs, I hope that my story resonates with them that recovery is possible and that you're so much more and you can do so much more.
Nililibang ko yung sarili ko. Since mas comfortable ako na mag-isa, I feel much comfortable. Yung tinatawag nating self-love, yun yung ginagawa ko. Thank you for joining us today for another episode of Positive Lifestyle.
If you haven't watched our past episodes, head to the Free to Be You social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Free to Be You PH.
Get tips and know more from our community and be empowered to live a life filled with positive vibes.
Be part of that community and learn more about how to be free to be you for a healthy Pilipinas.
And please get tested regularly for free HIV testing services and how to book your slot now for a quickrest.org.
Thank you, and let's continue to slay
Love,
and live a life filled with positivity.
Bye!